I want to transition to this story because it is Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. And I'm just reading some of the accolades, some of the laudables he's received over the years, been recognized for. This is the day we honor the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Just giving you some facts. The source of this is Times Magazine, of course. He was the first black person to be named Times Man of the Year. Did you know he improvised part of his I Have a Dream speech? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Talked about how an assassination attempt affirmed his faith in nonviolence. It would make most of us more violent. To him, it affirmed his faith. Martin Luther King Jr. is the only non-president whose birthday is a national holiday. I remember years ago when certain states, particularly Arizona, was resistant to that. That is no longer the case. Started college at the age of 15, skipped grades 9 through 12, and by the age of 15 was admitted to Morehouse College, prestigious HBCU, of course, in Atlanta, where his father and his maternal grandfather had attended. Youngest person ever to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize at age 35. That's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We sit here today reflecting on the greatness of this man, all the sacrifices that he's made for us, and thinking about some of the things that we get ourselves into. And maybe it's a point of reflection. Maybe it's a time to sit back and recognize the fact that everything doesn't have to be a fight. Everything doesn't have to be a battle. Sometimes one needs to conserve their energy, their momentum, their fervor for things that are far more significant and are far more important than some of the things that we're interested in tackling. I'm talking about myself included. Sometimes when you sit up there and you think about him and step back and think about what he had to endure and what he had and what sacrifice he ultimately made, which was his life, for the upliftment and the betterment of people who are disenfranchised and desolate, amongst other things. What do you say? I know that as I sit here today, that's why, even though it's a national holiday, I never take off of work on his birthday, on the day that we honor him. Because I want to be active. And I want to make sure that I'm a participant in something that contributes in some way to the betterment of our society as a whole in any small way that I can. And today is the perfect day to be reminded of something like that. And that's what I was thinking about. And I just wanted to say that before I went to your tweets to close out the show, because you don't say that very often. But perhaps we need to. That's all I wanted to say about that. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., long gone but never forgotten. Certainly by people like myself and millions upon millions of others across the world. Just wanted to take a moment to say that, okay?